throughout all of last season in the Premier League along the way to their title.
Yes, in some ways. There's no doubt Louise picked.
Martin Tyler.
Thanks, David. Good evening, everyone. Well, Jurgen Klopp, no shortage of firepower, plus new signing Diogo Jota from Wolves. The champions, and it's live. At a third different venue, a July Premier League victory at the Emirates in August. A weekend in the top flight of English football, full of talent and tact. And, of course, they only lost the Community Shield on penalties, but it has been Kenny who gone across there. And
yeah, he's got to be careful, Mane. There's a real obvious movement across to Tierney. I think he could be in a little bit. He's a lot more advanced.
Here's Firmino. So well. And Dani Ceballos is back from Madrid.
And take something from that.
Some 3.5 years. Flags up for offside. 20 so far. Mino. Keita for Robertson. Nicely played. And it leads to a Liverpool corner. Arnold across quickly and crossing quickly towards Van Dijk. That might just have been going in, but David Luiz made sure it didn't.
What a cross. He put one in earlier, Trent Alexander.
Keita, shots on. Oh, and a deflection. Ooh. Could have wrong-footed Bernd Leno. And that's what it was the signal for. He's not going to give that up easy. Alexander-Arnold again. Oh, it's a good stop by Leno as Mane came in.
Well, post-lockdown, I thought he was a little rusty.
Really big games at the end of last season and this little bit of this season.
Incredible.
Firmino's got ahead of him, a bit of role reversal. Robertson deeper, as he does here. Robertson doesn't reach Salah, who turns away, spins away in disappointment because he thought it was Alexander-Arnold. It's deflected up onto the bar, and then the follow-up goes for another corner, which is taken very...
Reese with a giveaway. Alexander-Arnold touched on for Wijnaldum. Long, holding wary of Mane. Maitland-Niles saw instead Willian. It came off Robertson, and it's scrambled in by Lacazette. And Arsenal snatched the lead at Anfield, palpably against the run of play at the expense of a distraught Andy Robertson. And because it did come last off Robertson, there can be no question of offside.
No, and Arsenal managed to play their way out on this occasion.
Good advantage again played by Craig Pawson, and it's led to a Liverpool equaliser. Tapped in by Mane. They weren't behind for long, and the goals continue to flow in this season's Premier League.
Well, he's pumping his fist on the touchline down beneath us, Jurgen Klopp. So you realise how well his team have played in this first 25 minutes. Gets played into Keita, gets the better of a little bit of a tussle.
Alisson thought it was going to get to an area match of last season, which was won 3-1. Beaten away by Leno, almost into Salah's path. Yeah. Was Xhaka running into trouble. Alexander-Arnold, oh, it's come round the back. Robertson can make amends for his mistake, and he has done. So a blunder at one end, and the goal to put Liverpool 2-1 in front at the right end.
I was just about to say Arsenal hanging in there well. Mikel Arteta's team deserve some credit because they're playing against a really good performance here, but it's just getting a little...
FIFA, it's IFAB. Here's Salah. Arsenal are struggling to change the way this game is going, despite apparently Arsenal were thinking about him. And it's Robertson on the run again.
Did well, Willian, really well.
Here's Firmino trying to glance it. The goalkeeper will just get there first. Again, it would have been a lovely link-up between two of the front three. Period for some of the clubs, and they're here Carabao Cup. Oh, and Maitland-Niles was brilliant, found by El Neni. Arsenal got men in the middle. Good defending by Gomez.
It was. See, that one was. They put the flag up right at the end of the phase of play, don't they? Sometimes you don't.
We'll be reasonably pleased, but again, no clean sheet. Ringing the changes to try and get some strength and stability.
Faces get bigger. We know that every game that you play, you wouldn't expect the press to be as good as.
Game plan. Are rather caught across this side of the pitch, and they survive it. There's a lot of room for Mane to gallop into. In the end, he couldn't keep his shot down.
I was about to say it's the highest I've seen Arsenal up the pitch as a team.
Because of the prevailing philosophy with a number of coaches, it's a little bit high, and the Niles trying to. It's anxious to get in at Arsenal. Eager again. Liverpool trying to embarrass Arsenal. Alexander-Arnold coming in at pace again. Taken away from him by David Luiz. Those short passes through to Willian. He's gone down and for the moment stayed down. Liverpool play on. Officials keep their flags down, of course, in these situations. And then the flag. Mane, good strong as well. Salah.
Purposes.
Here's Van Dijk. Leno's parried it away, and this time, unlike the goal for Mane, he got it well away by us again. Looking for Lacazette, and he might be onside here. It's a real chance for his second goal of the evening. Arsenal's second goal, and this time an equaliser. And Alisson kept him out, and they're in again with Aubameyang, who hasn't had. Firmino. Mane. Oh. Just thought it was going to spin in, but it didn't. It's still 2-1 here. We might have a chance to put it in again, and takes that chance. Bellerin holding, does the blocking. Robertson's quickly on the scene. Hasn't quite dealt with it. Mane's still going. He's past Ceballos. Nutmeg the goalkeeper. A lot of forwards do get goals like that in those.
Back in by Alexander-Arnold, back out by Luiz. And Jota scores this time! If only the Kop were here to welcome their new star. In front of where the baying tens of thousands should be, Diogo Jota marks his Liverpool Premier League debut with a goal, a match-clinching goal.
Yeah, and all down to shrewd business on behalf of Liverpool Football Club.